Welcome to the We Don't Have a Name for This Podcast Yet podcast, focusing on hot topics relative to the Jewish world and Israel and real-time events happening around both. Hi, I'm Akiva.
I'm Fega.
Right before we started, you told me that Hezbollah has threatened to blow us up tonight, tomorrow night? When?
It said tomorrow. The threat said tomorrow.
Tomorrow. And I think they specifically said Tel Aviv?
Yeah, the Kiryat is known as like the Israeli Pentagon's like that big army base.
Which maybe originally was located over the last sand dune, but now is essentially next to the biggest shopping mall in Israel and the biggest... Is
that really the biggest shopping mall in Israel?
I don't know.
I mean, I know it's one of the biggest.
And train station.
Well, yeah, train station.
And office towers.
Office towers, doctors.
Square, circle, triangle office towers. What are they, 80 stories, I think?
Are those really by Azrieli?
Yeah, it's literally across the street. Kiryat is across the street from that. They have a bridge.
No, I know the Kiryat is across the street, but I'm saying like the triangle, square, circle tower.
The Azrieli Mall is roofed over space between those buildings.
Is that why they have the bridge? Yeah.
Well, the bridge lets people come from the Army headquarters over for shopping and lunch.
True.
That's exactly what it is.
And to get the train.
So, what do you think the likelihood of being attacked from Lebanon by Hezbollah is tomorrow? Was that an official statement by guy who hides in hole in the ground and runs the organization?
Well, you know the Israeli nickname, so to speak, is like, you know how Trump named Joe Biden Sleepy Joe, or like what was it for Hillary Clinton?
Doesn't matter.
Whatever. So the name here in Israel for Nasrallah Yimach is Hacholed, the rat. Why is it a rat? Because he's always hiding in tunnels and he's never seen above ground. And that's what rats do. They hide in secret places. And when do rats come out from underground?
And why does he hide?
Like sewers, so to speak.
Why does he hide in tunnels all the time?
That debate could go on for hours, but let's say a good portion of the world wants him dead.
Well, Israel certainly does. And so if he was wandering around his country, his likelihood of being assassinated is very high as a leader of a major terrorist organization which has continually attacked Israel. And it's actually rather strange because when Israel interacts, if that's the right word, with Hezbollah, it's pretty much gloves off. It's level bridges, level power plants, level villages. When Israel, if interacts is the right word, interacts with Gaza and Hamas, which are firing rockets, they're smaller rockets, but they are, a rocket will kill you, doesn't matter the size. They announce they're going to strike. They let them evacuate buildings. They often hit empty sites. As a matter of fact, in the round of rockets we had a week ago, there were no casualties in Gaza. 0.
Yeah, it is.
So why would you say what brings Israel to act much harsher when they're firing across the border at Lebanon and Syria? Right? They'll bomb right into Damascus and do.
Well, the thing is that if we're talking about Syria, Iran's the one that's got control of Syria. There's very few areas now that are under the control of Assad and under the control of the rebels. Okay, and the IGRC is, if I'm talking about like the Israeli border with Syria, they're on our border and they're stretching out into the Jordanian border, which is freaking out Jordan and freaking out Israel as well. Regarding Lebanon, that's a bit of a different story because it's an interesting game of tit for tat. And I don't feel that Israel's been standing up for itself. Like, and responding properly. Now, it could be that we're not aware of it. It could be that there are things that are going on behind the scenes that the public is not aware of. But I think that Nasrallah is able to push the boundaries more and threaten more and be more aggressive and be more open because he sees Israel not responding, and it's also taking advantage, and I'm sorry to bring this into the conversation, of the current political situation here.
Let's set the internal Israel political demographic justice discussion. We'll set that aside for another parallel chat. So do you think we have anything to worry about? I mean, as people living in Israel, should we stock up our protected room, or is this just more Ramadan chest beating against the evil Zionists?
I'm going to say a bit of a nasty statement in my personal opinion. Believe the enemy more than you believe your own country's propaganda, because it's really sad that it's come to the point that, for example, I follow some Arab news, okay, like Arabic translation, and sometimes the news coming from the other side, the enemy side, is more accurate, and not only is more accurate, but has more information than here. Now, of course, here we have procedures of
censorship, which control some of the information that's getting out, which is appropriate. You want them.
But the problem is today with social media, there isn't censorship. Now, of course, there can be censorship. There are things secret organizations have, but with Telegram, WhatsApp, Instagram, what I don't know, Signal, Reddit, whatever it is, information can get out in less than 10 seconds to the whole world.
You make a good point.